I'll save the rest of the stuff till next time.
Yeah, sounds good.
Until then, we'll say bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. You can find our show notes and other episodes on our website at superchunkypodcast.com. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast on iTunes or other podcasting services. Typically, this is the part of the show where we would put in some outros, some funny little clips. We don't have any this week, but I did want to put in a little preview of an upcoming podcast I'm working on with my daughter, Courtney, called Courtney's Crazy D&D Adventures, where she is trying out D&D for the first time. So take a listen and be on the lookout. It should be launching relatively soon, hopefully in the next couple weeks. All right, so we've got the cast of characters covered. We've talked a little bit now about how yours is different, so I guess we can just roll right into the first official episode.
Yeah, first official episode is called Day One Exploration. We stepped into a time machine and with a plan to go somewhere, apparently New York, which we didn't know until afterwards. But we stepped into a time machine and suddenly something exploded behind us and we were launched forward into the time machine, which hadn't been set yet. And we ended up in a jail in we don't know where.
Right.
So that first little bit was, I think, how Tim decided that he was going to judge how we were going to play our characters, because he put us into a jail cell and
to get your guys' way, find your way out.
Right. And there was a small window way up at the top of the jail cell. And Kenzie said, well, I can't see, and I'm over 6 foot tall. I'm a dragonborn. So I said her real name.
Yeah,
I always say their real names. So Zarina was like, I'm over 6 feet tall. I can't see out the window. And Very said, oh, I know. I'll climb on your back and I'll look out the window. So they did this long, convoluted thing. And I just kind of sat in the corner and didn't say anything for a while because I'm a pirate. So I have a lock-picking set.
That's right.
Yeah. So I just sat there and let them do their thing. And they tumbled a couple times. And then they were like, there's water out there. And I was like, oh, cool. I like water. Like, whatever. And so then they were like, I don't know how we're going to get out. So I rolled to pick the lock. And they were like, you can't pick the lock. And I said, yes, I can. I have a lock-picking set. So then they all got kind of mad, like, why didn't you do that first? And I was like, because it was funny, because I'm chaotic.
That's right. Your whole group is kind of...
We're all chaotic.
Yeah, all chaotic, yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes it even funnier, because it's all about evil.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Mahara and Very are chaotic neutral. And Lily and Zarina... Well, Zarina's chaotic neutral at this point. And Lily is the only one who's chaotic evil. Is she
chaotic fluid?
She is. She's chaotic. At this point, yes. Yes, she is.
And you kind of are, too. It depends upon the moment.
Yeah. Well, I think because there's so many chaotic...
It's the redhead in you.
Neutrals. Yeah, really. I can't help but be bad. I'm not bad. I'm drawn that way.
Right.
So I think that it's because there's so many chaotic neutrals, Very leans a little bit more towards evil than she would towards neutral, and I lean a little bit more towards lawful than I would. So Very will kill somebody if they're in her way.
Right.
And I'll kill somebody, but if I can get it done without killing somebody, why would I get messy?
Right.
That's just a hassle. I'm too pretty for that.
Right.
So I rolled to pick the lock in the jail cell, and then our DM said, well, that's all fine and well, but it wasn't locked in the first place.
Nobody bothered to just test the door.
No, I thought it was funny that they were trying to get out through a tiny window. So I just stood there and was like, I'll pick the lock later. Didn't even try it. So we walked out of this jail cell and
So basically he was testing your guys' stupidity.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We literally, real time, real in real world time, 20 minutes. Funny. They spent looking out the window.
Oh, my God.
So